All right, here's my SuperCub. Let's look up mileage real quick. So total mileage is 7756 miles, and let's look at the trip right here. So the trip so far I have 3,900 miles. So just shy of little shy of 4,000 miles. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually gonna be changing the rear tire. This tire is shot. So the trip I went, 3,900 miles, and this tire here I put in. It was basically new at home. I put this in new at home. I think I got maybe 100 miles. I would say less than 100 miles, probably closer to 50 miles on these tires before I left. So let's call it 100 miles. So let's call it 4,000 miles. And let's look at the tire here. So here's the center line with the center groove. It's basically bald. Right? Let's go to this. So there's a groove. Now you can see it's more pronounced. And this is normal. Normal on a tire. It's when they wear, because the way they're made, they're not perfectly round, and everything's not perfect. Basically, is what I'm saying. So here you see the groove, and the spot that's not grooved, right? It's more worn out. It's almost bald here. See that? It's like pretty much bald. So that's very normal on a tire. That's the reason why you have to balance the tire, because a tire is not balanced because of that reason. Because when they're made, they're not perfect. So anyways, so I'm gonna change this tire now. This is this side's so dirty. You can't. Let's put the other side's dirty too. I got basically 4,000 miles on these tires, so they're dirty. See all the grease from the chain and all this other crap. So let's look at these tires. These are the Michelin City Pros. These City Pros are a tube type tire. You see here, tube type, but I'm running it as a tubeless. This is a tubeless wheel, and there's my tubeless valve stem. So I'm running it as tubeless, and this whole time it held up fine. It worked fine. So there you go. I wasn't sure about it, but there you go. It works. So this is all good right here. So there's a lot of noise right now. I'm outside in the parking lot out in Syracuse. Syracuse is kind of a dump, at least the part of town that I've gone through. It's kind of a dump. So a lot of noise, a lot of it's very ghetto here. Anyways, so here's my tools. Got my tire brake levers and speed breaker. Got tools for removing the axle right here. I'm actually also going to be replacing my chain because my chain is shot. I didn't take care of it the first 1,500 miles of this trip. It was bone dry when I checked it, and ever since then it's been shot. So I had to order a new chain. So I got a good chain here. So I've got a good chain here. This is a DID ER. So this is their racing chain, motocross. So it's very strong and light. And this should be this is a 420 106 link. So it should be all right. Unless I unless I counted wrong. Let's see. Let's open this thing up. There it is. So the dirt bike chain. So there's no O-ring. That's what you don't want. You don't want an O-ring, anyways, on your on a SuperCub or these small bikes, because the O-ring creates friction, so it slows it down basically. And why does this thing look greasy? Usually these chains are pretty greasy, but this one looks pretty dry. Anyways, I know when I take it out. So anyways, that's the update for now. Man, my bike is dirty. It's such a mess. And you see this side, all that grease and everything right here. That's all because once the chains was shot, I basically had to lube it every day just to keep it going. So that's where all this grease is coming from, because under this cover here, it's full of grease in there, or not grease but oil, chain oil. And as you go, it just shoots out and spills out everywhere. That's why it's a big mess here. Big mess over there too, but that's the way it is. Maybe if I find one of those self car wash places, I might just stop in and just hose this thing down. But yeah, maybe not. I'm too lazy to do that. But anyways, all right, I'll finish doing all this stuff off camera, and hopefully I can get this done in the parking lot. My main concern is setting the bead, right? And I have my little $10 Harbor Freight compressor and my soapy water and little strap here to hopefully help seat and set the bead. So let's see, what else do I need? I think that's about it. And here's my new tire. So I bought 2 of these ones. I have one that's brand new, and I have one with I can't remember how many hundreds of miles, maybe about 500 miles, or maybe a little less than that on it. That should get me through the rest of this ride, all the way to Maine. Again, I'm in Syracuse, New York right now, so I have another, because I'm gonna take the long way to Maine, because I want to stop by Portland, Maine first. So doing that and zigzagging around a little bit more, I'm probably gonna add like almost, I don't know, at least 500 miles, if not 700 miles, maybe close to 1,000 miles, 700-800 miles, I think. That plus the Cannonball, 4,500 miles, plus the ride home from the end of Cannonball, from the home to the end of Cannonball is another, I think it's another 300 miles or so. So hopefully those 2 tires will last me enough for the whole trip. Anyways, yeah, it's been fun so far. So I need to change this, because this chain has been killing me. All right, thanks for watching. All right, let's look at the chain. So as you can see, the top one, that's a new chain. The bottom one's the old chain. Look at that. Look how much it's spending. Holy schmoly. That's the that's from from that angle there. So side to side, you shouldn't have that much bend in it. But anyways, that's a big difference. Big difference. So let me straighten it out and let's see how much longer it got compared to the old one. New one compared to the old one. So lengthwise, oh look at that. Let's see, let's make sure that this one is even with each other. Okay, so you can see it. This end is even, right? Blah blah blah. And it got that much longer. So yeah, so that's quite a bit longer. So anyways, yeah, that old chain was shot. Let's look at what I got here. So I got the old tire off. That was easy. This is the first time I took the tire off with this lever, but also only using 2 levers instead of 3 levers. And here's the new one, right? The new one is the Michelin, right? Michelin. The old one was a Michelin too, but the old one was a Michelin. What is it? The old one is Michelin City Pros. This new one over here is Michelin. God, what's the name of this one? Street. Oh, here, Michelin Pilot Street. So this is a better tire, a higher end tire. So remember, I was using that pump. So this is the Harbor Freight pump. This pump was not able to pump it up from to seat the bead. Unfortunately, it's not enough volume. It's so small that I saw the bead wanting to seat, and there was a little bit of air leaking out, but not that much. But this thing didn't have enough volume to like pop it up real fast. So I had to go across the street to the gas station and use the air compressor there. And as soon as I plugged in the air compressor there, it just it popped right on. So yeah, so this is good for pumping if the seat's already on there. It's fine. But if your bead is not seated yet, then this does not work. You know, I have the other Harbor Freight one, and you see my videos of that, and that one works. I've used that quite a few times to seat the bead on tires, and that one has never failed me. You know, it worked every time. That one's different. You know, if you look at it on the side, that one on the side there, it says high volume, so it pumps a lot of volume. This one doesn't have enough volume. It works, but it doesn't have enough volume to seat the bead. Okay. So anyways, I'm gonna put the new chain on and clean up and go to dinner and call it a day. Thanks for watching.